the Australia Day Festival for the Celts here in Bradfield Park at North Sydney, and I have Lockie McDonald, who, as you may tell from his hat, is the head of Clan Donald here in New South Wales. So, Lockie, what words would you have for young people who of Scottish heritage who realise that they're connected to Clan Donald? They are part of this enormous clan scattered throughout the world. What can they do to get in touch with their roots and learn about where they've come from?
Oh, thanks for the opportunity to talk. Basically, they have to start by joining or to be encouraged to join one of the societies, the respective societies, whether it be New South Wales, Queensland or Victoria and South Australia. There's a society out there. They're on the web, they can easily be found. That way there are people who has the genealogical experience to research and help them in their quest. And what you say is so important. You know, the Scottish culture, the Celtic culture, is slowly but surely dying in Australia, and each year that goes past we see our societies are just dropping by quite a substantial number as the population ages, and the future of the Celtic and Scottish heritage is through the young people. And once we get them interested, and I think the challenge to all of it is to educate them to have an interest, generate an interest in their forebears, because whichever you look at in this part of the world in general, there's not many places that you can walk that a Scotsman hasn't walked before you. And if we get the message across to these guys, they'll be proud. They'll be proud of their heritage, and they'll take it upon themselves to continue that research in their own good time.
Because it is quite exciting, isn't it? I mean, the history of Scotland, the stories of the families, the personalities, the literature, there's a lot there, isn't there?
There is a lot. And there's more than you can imagine. And even today, we have the Scottish Diaspora Tapestry touring Australia. It's been to Perth, it's been to South Australia, now it's in Hobart. Unfortunately, Victoria and New South Wales basically wouldn't accommodate it for reasons unknown to us. It leaves Hobart and goes into Albury, and we have in I think it's the 17th of April, we have it coming to Hurstville, the small gallery down there. So again, any of these younger generation interested, they should go and see. It will predominantly be showing the contributions the Scots did to Australia, from the cattle, from the governorships, Latham Macquarie, Elizabeth Campbell, Macquarie's Lady Macquarie's chair, etc., etc. It all comes back to Scotland. And you can list off the achievements of the Scots over the years in technology and development. And their contribution to this country really has got to be preserved, and we can only do it that way through the young folk.
Well, it's been great to talk to you, Lockie, and we hope that some young people listening and watching feel inspired to find out a bit more about who they are, instead of just shrugging their shoulders and thinking that they've got no heritage or culture to trace. There's a lot there, and let's help them do it.
Fantastic, and thank you for helping us to do that. It'll be great.
And so it comes to pass that the future of Anglo-Celtic identity in Australia lies in the hands of the young. Will the young rise to the challenge? Will they take an interest in who they are, where they've come from, the history of their ancestors? We can only hope that as the world becomes a big global ball, and many others seek to carve out their specific identity, that it triggers something in the young Anglo-Celts of Australia. Because if it doesn't, a very old, indeed ancient culture will pass.